What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Collectible Cultural Central video. Today we are doing the last parts of my comic collection, which is W, X, Y, and Z. W is pretty much the only big part of this. X is a little bit because of X Factor. All of, like the X-Men mutant related stuff is like in X. And Y and Z are just small because there's really nothing in them anyways. But yeah, let's get started. This is W. Decently sized, almost takes up a full box, so let's get started. First we have War is Hell from 1973 Marvel. We have number 1, 20 cent, pretty cool, worth probably like 15-20 bucks. Next up we have Warheads, random Marvel comic, number 7. Next up we have Warlock and the Infinity Watch, number 13. Then we have Warlord from DC, number 12. Then we have Weapon X, Days of Future Now, number 3. This is a limited series from Marvel. And then we have a pretty cool one, Web of Spider-Man from 1985 first series. We have number 100. This is the green version. I think this is the original version, but pretty cool, worth probably 15-20 once again. Pretty awesome comic. And then we have Weird War Tales from DC, number 21. I always love these war things from DC and horror comics from DC. They just make them better than Marvel, in my opinion. And then we have Weird Western Tales from DC. This is the first series, number 37. Next, we have Weird Wonder Tales from Marvel, number 19, with I do not know who's on the front. Oh, yeah, Dr. Druid. Okay, yep. Next up, we have Weird World, Marvel second series, number 3 from 2015. And then we have Werewolf by Night, a really, really sought after series because of number 28, 29, 27. I don't know. One of those is like the first appearance of Moon Knight, one of my favorite characters. So this is the first series. This is number 41. I believe this is, yep. There's 2 other comics after this to the end of the series. So this is worth a lot, probably 10 bucks, but pretty cool nonetheless. And then we have West Coast Avengers. This is a limited series from 1984. We have number 1. Now we have the What If series. I'm just going to take all of that out. All right, we have, this is the first series from 1977 from Marvel. We have number 14. Let's see what this is. This is Sergeant Fury had fought World War II in outer space. Pretty cool. Next up, we have number 35, What If Elektra Had Lived? Actually, a great story. I read this. Pretty cool. And then we have What If it doesn't do it anymore, but it just says What If featuring Daredevil and Captain America. This is number 38. Sorry. Now we have the What If second series from 1989. This is What If number 3. Steve Rogers had refused to give up being Captain America. Great story once again. I read this beautiful story. Next, we have What If the X-Men Lost Inferno, number 6, from the same second series. And then, What If, number 66, Rogue possessed the power of Thor. So that's pretty cool as well. Next up, we have What The, and that's like whatever. That's what the series is called. It has like dash, question mark, exclamation point. I don't know. It's a random Marvel series. We have number 10. It's like a Christmas special. Next up is a pretty cool little series from Marvel. We have Where Monsters Dwell from 1970. This is like another horror comic. I always say DC does better, but Marvel does have little good ones, which this is one of them. This is number 2. Pretty sought after book, honestly. For only $5, that's kind of a steal. Next up we have number 8 from the same series. Both 15 cent. Bronze Age, I think. Next up, we have some Who's Who. This is like the DC, all the characters. We have the Who's Who, the definitive directory of the DC universe from 1985. We have March 1985, one of the first ones, I think, because it starts with the A's. It doesn't really give us a number, but they all have wraparound covers. I'll show them. Next up, we have April 1985 with Batman on the front, and we got a bunch of Batman on the back. I actually love these covers. They showcase a lot of different characters. Next up, we have February 1987. Sorry. We actually have Uncle Sam on the back for some reason. That's pretty weird. And then we have our last one, which is Who's Who Update 1987. We have December 1987 with Spectre on the front. And then we got the back with Superboy, Robin, and all of them. Pretty cool little series from DC. Next up, we have my oldest comic, I believe, which is Wilbur's comic number 24. I think this is from 1947 or 45. It is absolutely my oldest comic. Definitely Golden Age. I got it for $10. $10 for this old of a comic, and there's literally like none for sale, so I don't really know what the price of this is. I'm assuming 200, 300 for one of these, because people love Archie comics, and especially if it's a Golden Age Archie comic, definitely worth a lot of money. It's probably one of my best comics in my collection, other than that Detective Comics and the Daredevil comic, which I've not shown you yet. Next up, we have Wild Thing from 1999, number 2. Really random comic. And then we have Winnie the Pooh, Whitman, don't know the number. Next up, we have Winter Soldier series from 2012. We have number 4. This is the Brubaker series. Ed Brubaker is one of the best Captain America writers of all time. He has that great run. Everyone wants him. Like, I think it was made around the time that Captain America was actually made, like the first Avenger. Number 9. I have the trade paperback of that comic series, and we have number 9. One of them is actually worth a decent amount of money because it is like the first appearance of Winter Soldier, I believe. Next will be at number 12 with Winter Soldier and Wolverine. That'd be a great matchup. And then we have Winter Soldier from 2018, second series, number 1. All right, let's keep this going. I just have to grab some more. I think we're doing Wolverine next. Sorry, the Wolverine series is actually pretty big. I just gotta move this over. Alright, we start off with Wolverine 1988 first series, not the limited series from like 84 or something. This is the 1988 first, legitimate first series. Alright, we start with number 20. We're gonna try and speed run through this because this is a really long series. 29, The Lazarus Project. It's like the Lazarus Pit from Ra's al Ghul. It's weird. Number 36. Number 44. Number 49. And The Dupe. Then we have number 55. Sorry, let me move this down. Oh my god, there's a lot from the series. Then we have number 60. 74. 79, great cover. 89. 94. 108, great cover again. 111. 132. 147. Wow, it really keeps going. That is another great cover. 168. 172. 187. And we have the annual from 1996. Alright, next up we have a bunch more Wolverine series. This one is the 2003 second series, including annuals. We have number 7. 8, 22, this is into Marvel Knights now, 25, 26, 34, 39, 40, cool cover with Captain America and Iron Man on the front. Icons. Then we have 61. Wow, they really just do a lot with this series. 73. Then they did legacy numbering after that. Next up, we have the annual from that series. We have number 1, just a one-shot. There's only Oh, it says one shot, but there's actually 2 annuals. And then we have a dupe. All right, next up, I'm assuming is a 3rd series. Yep, 2010 3rd series. We have number 4 with him and a Colossus on the front. And then we have number 6. All right, next up we have Wolverine and the X-Men from 2011. We have number 10, number 11, 12, 13. Is that a variant? I don't even know. That is a weird looking cover. I think that might be a variant. This is number 27. I think it is because it says AU. Pretty cool variant. I'm assuming it is. Next up we have number 35 and 38. All right, now we have Wolverine Black Rio, one shot, number 1. Pretty cool cover. Never read it. Next up we have Wolverine Exit Wounds, number 1 variant edition from Scotty Young. I actually just got this recently from Terrificon. Picked it up for $1. Any Scotty Young variant for $1 is pretty awesome. Next up we have Wolverine First Class, number 8. First Class is actually an X-Men movie, so that's pretty cool. Next up we have Wolverine Gambit Victims. We have number 1, nice shiny cover. And then we have number 2, another shiny cover. Next we have Wolverine Origins. It's actually a pretty long one because there's actually an annual as well. We have number 4. This is from 2006, by the way. There actually is X-Men Origins or whatever. There's a movie from that too. Then we have number 5. Number 6, variant edition. Probably just a basic variant. Then we have number 15. 15. 15. And then we have 17. Next up, we have the annual from that series. We have number 1. There's only 1 annual, so we have it. It's pretty cool. Next up, we have Wolverine Punisher from Marvel Knights. We have number 3. And then we have Wolverine Punisher Revelation, number 2. This is an even earlier comic than the one we just saw. And number 4. And then our last Wolverine actually there's 2 more. We have Wolverine Sade from 2008. We have number 1, Secret Invasion tie-in. And then we have the last one. It's actually pretty fitting. Wolverine The End, number 6 from 2004. Pretty cool. All right, that is the rest of the Wolverine. Next up, another big series is coming up. We're just taking out the rest of the W's. Pretty long, actually. All right, let's get started. Am I going to put some on the chair here, All right. First up, we have Wonder Man this is the Marvel First Series, number 15. Then we have Wonder Woman, 1942, First Series DC. We have number 166. Silver Age, I believe. Hold on, let me just get some more of these out of the way. We have Wonder Woman, still the same series. We have number 213. Now we're up to 20 cents already. And then we're up to 35 cents with 240. Next up, we have Wonder Woman 2011 4th series. So you know what that is as New 52. We have number 36. And then we have Woodstock from 1994. This is a Marvel comic for like a band or something. I don't know. This is, number 1. It's just a one-shot. Pretty weird but cool cover. And it's actually a pretty thick book. Well, good binding. And then we have World of Metropolis, DC. We have number 4. And then we have World of Smallville, number 4. Another Superman comic. All right. Next up is one of our bigger series of our comic collection, which is World's Finest Comics. Because I got like this whole like big series from eBay. I got like 50 of them. I don't even know. But let's get started. I'm going to try and get out some of the earlier ones here. Okay. All right, to start off, we have, wait, let me just see what year this is from. This started in 1941, so that's one of the earlier DC series. We have number 164, Silver Age. 167, another Silver Age. 183, Silver Age. Yep, Silver Age. And then you're going to Bronze Age now. We have number 193. 194. And 200. Next up, we have a duplicate. We have number 204. This one's actually worth like $20. 204. I got two of them in that lot, and I only paid $50, so kind of a scam. Next up, we had 222. 225. These are one of the 100 page ones. Yep, I love these ones. And we actually have a duplicate of that. 225 again. Next up, we have 233. And these are just like really popular comics because it's Batman and Superman, the most well-known superheroes of all time, other than Spider-Man, of course. But definitely for DC. Now we have number 250. This is an 80-page one. We're getting to like the big part of the World's Finest series. We have 279, 280, 296, 297, and 299. And then we almost had the complete end of the series right here. We have, all right, 301, 302, 303, 304, 305, 306, 307. We have a duplicate of 307, 308, 309, 310, 311, 312, 313, 314, 315. Very long series at the end. 316, 317. I think I'm only missing like 3. Trying to find them. 318, 319, duplicate, 320, 321, and 323. So we're actually only missing 322 from that little part at the end. But let's keep going because we actually have World's Finest from 1990. Right after the ended, they made this like bigger, like much better covers, honestly, and just better quality. We have World's Finest number 1. Beautiful cover. And we actually have a duplicate because I could not resist not getting only one. And then we have number 2 with the Joker. Next up, we have Wolf the Barbarian, 1975, Atlas Comics. Atlas Comics actually came before Marvel, so I don't know how this works from 1975, but we have number 2. And then we have one of our older comics once again, Wyatt Earp. I don't really know how to say it, from 1985, Atlas/Marvel. This is a Golden Age 10 cent. We have number 20. Another great Golden Age from the W's. All right. That is it for the W part of my collection. It's pretty much a W. But yeah, sorry for that joke. Yep, we got X next, Y, and Z. All of those are going to be pretty short. X probably be 5 minute, Y and Z 2-3 minute max. But yeah, look forward to the Christmas haul comic or whatever, like the comic haul from Christmas. We're just waiting on one more comic. It got delayed a little bit. It's a Star Wars comic, which I wanted a lot. I actually got a great Star Wars series, a 6-part series. one of my favorite characters. If you haven't seen the video, who my favorite Star Wars character is, you would probably know what series it is. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, turn on those notifications.